Okay folks, we're going to be showing some video game consoles today I got during this week. Not this week, but this is actually the Hyperkin RetroN. This is a Nintendo system. I actually am playing one of these Nintendo systems. All my cartridges I had a while back. It's actually working really good. I'm not playing this, it's actually a demo. So we're actually running Blade of Steel right now. It's quite good. Also, another system I had for a while back. This is my RetroN Atari Flashback 2 version. But it actually works really good with this joystick called Gemstick. I'll actually get you a description where you can get one of these joysticks. That actually works really good. I took it apart and super glued the piece, but it broke off again. But it still works really good with the joystick, just like this. It's like a 2600, but much better improvement. But it's actually really quite awesome. And it works really good. I got this last week when I played a few days ago. I was playing Aquaman, Yar's Revenge, everything was quite good. So it's really good. So I was actually testing all my games. They all work. But I tried all my Marios and everything. They 100% work right. Show you. But those games are actually really quite good. So we'll probably be showing some more stuff on this right now. So we're going to switch out another game in a minute. But the bad point about the cartridges for the retro one I have here, I'll have to show you what I got. Let me lower this down so you can actually see it better. There we go. Now you can see my console better. There we go. And also, my RetroN Nintendo system came with the original NES controller. I got it from a company, I'll show you in a minute. It's actually original Nintendo controller. You know how you know it is? It has like a number on a symbol like this. If you can see it in the video. If it has like a number like NES 0004 model number, it's actually the original controller one from 1985 and the ones they had back in 1990 and during 1989. I got lucky someone they gave me one of these. It was pretty nice this person actually send this RetroN game controller system right there. It actually was really nice. So I'll move it up. So that's actually what I got. That system right there. I'm supposed to get another controller like this one soon. And if it's actually like the original Nintendo controller, I'll let you know where I order it at. But this one actually came with this system when I got right here. The Hyperkin RetroN. And the only bad point about this, when you pull the cartridges out, they're very tight when they grab on them, like people said. Sometimes you might have to bend the pins back with a paper clip, but it's no big deal. Don't use a knife, just use a paper clip. Usually like on the back tip of the paper clip, not the sharp point. The back of the round point of the paper clip would be better. So it won't hurt it that much, so you can bend them back not that hard. So the way you gotta grab the cartridges, like the way you do this, you just jiggle it this side to pull it out this way, or just jiggle it this side either way. You can when you put it in, you push it in. You can also jig it out either way. You can do either way to wiggle the side. Don't just yank it out just like other people do. Just wiggle it inside. Sometimes it takes a few techniques, but I'm doing that so you can do that in case like you don't have to wear out the system that much. But don't yank out the thing like other people do. Just wiggle it on the side and pull it out that way. And push down this side, sometimes this right here. That usually will work. And it's really quite good. So maybe I'll show you some games I'm going to play on. I'll show you the Blazing Steel. This game is really quite good. I'm going to put it far away. So I'll zoom it up. This game is really quite good. Actually, this tripod, I actually like this one. I'm using a very light tripod. So we'll actually show you how the game works. I'm not going to play any sound with it because if you don't play with sound, you're okay. So I'll play it in YouTube. Because I like to do it that way so it's quiet. So you guys can sit and relax. I'll show you how the game works. Press select either way. But I'll try to do some the Atari Flashback. I'm going to show you how this game works. So I'm playing right now. Gotta press start. But what you gotta do is get a multi-card. Blazing Steel is pretty good. I'm just gonna do exhibit. Just do the low rank mode. I'm gonna pick Montreal. And I'll put someone else. There we go. Hope you guys enjoy the game. But I haven't done the console with these paddles I've got. I might have to show you later on. But it runs on battery. These consoles, like Atari Flashback 2, is really quite good. But I took the Atari Flashback 5 back a while back, 2 years ago, because it was not all good. The controllers were really bad. I'm the guys in red. The people in the purple are my components. Look how this game plays. It really is a good hockey game. My referee just did that. It's a lot better than Wayne Gretzky game I used to have. Hockey games are pretty good on this game. If you like the 2D form. They also do fist fights in this game in 2D form. Watch out, I'm going to fist fight him. You can fist fight the guy. Just press B and press A. Yeah, this is so funny, Sarah. There it goes. I'm the guy in red, just kick butt on this one. These computer components are done. But the controller, what I have today, I'm going to tell you about the controller I have. And I forgot about the NES controller, the Nintendo controller. It had a little sticker that was over it, so I took it off and cleaned it with a wipe, and everything was fine. It had like a birthday thing. It looked kind of horrible, but I had to clean this controller up today. But I probably will do some more cleaning up on the controller again when it gets more soap, but it's working really good. See, this game's so easy, you can do it. Yeah. I'm going to change out to another game in a minute. So, hold on a second. I'm going to put another game in here. That was so easy to pull it out. The only game I couldn't get, the game I worked today, but I don't have the original robot, is the Germines. That's the only one it is. But I have these 3 copies of Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. See if the chips are kind of different. This one has the full chip one. Yeah. Yeah, this one has the double chip one. Let's see if the full chip one does work. We're gonna put Mario Brothers in this game, see what it looks like. That's what it's just gonna. Oh yeah, I guess the double chip ones. See, Mario Brothers is pretty good. It's purple. The only way you got just as purple, you have to get a contrast to do it. But it's fine. I'm going to show you how to play Mario Brothers. I don't want to put the sound on this game right now. I just want to play some games for a couple minutes. Might do some videos on this on how to play. I can still fight like I used to do when I was 9 years old. When I owned this game, this was one of my first Nintendo games when I was 9. But when I remember back in 1989, it's supposed to have been blue. But what you gotta do this on the control, but you could fix that. You could change the sky to contrast, and you can change it to blue, and it's no big deal. I wish I had Super Mario Brothers 2. I wish I had all the Mario Brothers games. But I can get a multi-cart later on. Want to go jump? I'm talking to all my special friends, including Blake and Daniel. We're going to play a whole game tonight. I'm going to show you this for about 10 minutes until I die, and we'll go on to the next game. And this one's Super Mario Bros. 2, but Duck Hunt works fine because I have the zapper for this one too. I have the zap gun in my drawer somewhere. We'll get another one of these cameras fired up soon. So, we're playing Mario Bros. Right now. I'm going to show you a trick how to get up to this area and get to more levels. I used to know this for myself and I used to know it. I learned that years ago and played how to do it. When I was 9 years old, I knew about a level from someone who taught me about it. You got to do it twice in these kind of levels. And watch your time limit. But you can get a multi-cart for like 30 to 40 bucks. And put it in here, you can play all the games for like 500 to 100 games on it at the same time. But I got this one off Amazon. So this console came all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. But the Atari Flashback I paid back 2 years ago was But when I first saw this game, the first time I saw Super Mario Brothers was back in 1989. It was September. My aunt had one of these systems. When I went to Knoxville, Tennessee, when my cousin was born when she was a baby, cousin Jennifer. If all my family members know who I'm talking about out there. Especially now, you hear that? Yeah. I was playing that game, this game, when cousin Jennifer, when she was a baby. Then until like 1990 is when I got this game. After Christmas. It was only 3 months before. But I played this game far back when I was in 2nd grade. But my first console was an Atari. This was like my second gaming console. Yes. NES was my second gaming console, as I remember. But my first console was the Atari 2600. You gotta watch this cloud guy, because I used to learn this from a kid once. That taught me down the street once when I was 9 years old. This little cloud guy will knock you down, and he'll throw stuff at you. But this game is actually originally one from 1985. But I actually look at my console games. I got these 3 copies of Super Mario Bros. 2 and Duck Hunt together. The chips actually are kind of different on both sides. There's like a full chip and there's one we call the side chip. This is the full chip I got. The only game I got working, but I can't play on the controllers, is German. You need that original robot, but one got the controllers that look like original Nintendo. You can do that. I like to find one of rob the robot that makes the spinners, because it makes the controller does it. If there's a way you can push a button that does it, that'd be cool. Somebody needs to modify that game. But the cool thing about Germanite, if you have it, if it's the original one, sometimes they have a Famicom chip inside of one you can take apart and play Famicom games on the NDS. There you go. I'm going to jump up here so I don't play up here. Yeah. Now we're going all the way to the levels I found. This will take us to level 5. This is actually a shortcut, people, and this is how you do it. But I never beat this game before, and I heard people have beat it. Crap, I just got hit. Got an extra life. I knew there was one in there. Got it. Made it, baby. Yeah. But that controller works really good. You know how long I haven't played one of these Nintendo systems? I hadn't played it since 1995, I think was the last time when I played it. This guy, you got to hit him right here before he hits you. Yeah, that gives you. But he's in Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is actually I really like because I can do a lot of things with it. I just wish we could disable the stupid timer in this game. If there's a way to do it, that'd be nice. That usually happens. I like to get down. This is the water part. Level 5 is actually the water part. But there's an actual full, I think level 4 is actually the full water part. I used to play the water part a lot. The water part was the coolest thing in the game. Boss battles you have to know. But the multi-carts are cool too. But there was a lot of limited edition games. Yeah, I usually get you. I have to try and play them. Alright, we're going to switch to another game in a minute. This will be, oh, this game is gonna be cool. The Wizards. This one's actually, this game is actually really cool. The Legacy of the Wizard. This one's a pretty good one. It's from 1987. It's a Famicom game. In 1980 they made this game.
I'm usually only going 2 days ahead. She just made that out and gave me something.
This one's a really cool game called The Legacy of Wizard. This one's an interesting game. I played it on the emulator online, but this game is really good. It's an adventure type game. They give you like bonuses stuff in this game. There's no timers in this one. Pretty good. But I actually like, if anybody's got some Nintendo games and stuff, let me know. And NES games. But the Super NES is good, but we're going to jump up here. Got one. I'm just going to keep playing this for a while until we're recording. You see, that actually killed them all. That was a bonus. That was really good. Get the score. That makes you go faster. Got it. That key was actually well worth it. And what you gotta do is rest your guy. You go here and rest. And it'll give you some more life. And take the potion. Man, this is so great. I'm pretty happy about my rough closet. And the only thing you have to do is adjust the pins, but it's not that bad. It's like a better upgraded Nintendo, but the Hyperkins have been around since 2013. I'll put down here. This game is pretty good. It's like one of those games you want to play and have some fun. I'm going to go on to the next game later. I know if anybody who likes video games, this is great. Yeah, I don't know how a lot of Nintendo games, but dang, I probably get a lot more now since I have a system now. See, drop all the way down here. I have at least 10 keys, but this actually, you can see the game how it plays, but this game is one of those rare Nintendo games you don't have. This is actually a rare one. Wait, they jumped up in the air. So we're playing this game right now. So we'll continue to do this right now. These guys are pretty bad over there. I'll have to get down and kill him. But I have a better camera than this one. I have a camera, one of my big Sony cameras and hard drive ones. There we go, I killed him here. I can't even get in here because there's gotta be a way to get in there. Alright, something we can do this up. Look at these things coming at me. I'm gonna kill the snail because I can get something out of it. See if I can have an item. This takes you all the way up. There we go. We just gotta jump up there. There we go. I got up there to the next level. This game is more interesting to play with. See if that takes you up there. There's no boom balls up there. Thought it was this level before. Oh crap. That's one thing that's good about this. You can jump on top of monsters too. You can use them as your jumpers. I just opened the gate. Holy crap, I just fell off. See, you can jump between these areas, do it. This game is pretty cool. For a 1988 game, it's pretty cool, like, yeah. I'm going to go on another game in a couple of minutes after this. This game is getting kind of boring. So how are we going on the camera right now? Okay. We're going to pull this out right now. Put the next game in. We're going to do Teenage Mutant Turtles 1. Part 1. This game I owned back in 1991 during the time. Game when I had it in I bought it back during the time when I lived in Homestead, Florida, then in Jackson, North Carolina. I had this game. And I also played this game when I lived in during the time in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, it was during Hurricane Andrew when I had it too. I just had to jiggle. I had to hit select. There we go. Let me see. There we go. Let's just look at it. You can reset it just like that, no problem. That's the way it's supposed to go. But this is actually the original Ninja Turtle game. That was actually the one that actually had the movie and the TV show. So I got this game back a long time ago. I think it was during 1991 or 1990 it was. And I had it during the time I lived in Jacksonville, Florida with this game. I always used Donatello in this game. Bill Leo's good. I had it in several games. There was actually, I think it was down south. I had it yeah, I remember now. It was during the time when I had it back in, it was during the time back in 1991. This is the game I played back then in Homestead, Florida before. A few months later, when I came to Jacksonville, Florida, when I actually met Danielle Beasley during the time in our old school, when I was in college a few months later. This was actually my days when I was in Camel Drive during the 3rd grade, and in Jackson, North Carolina too. There was actually a Domino's Pizza game I owned back then called Noid it was. It was actually a Domino's Pizza advertisement back in the 90s. It was the only cartoon character for Domino's Pizza they ever made during the time. And it was because there was no other cartoon characters that have advertised for another pizza company besides Pizza Hut, but Domino's Pizza had it one time called the Noid. He was like the guy for Domino's Pizza commercial back in the 90s when he was. Then they had a video game about him. And I think they had a cartoon show too about the Noid too. Because I never realized that, yeah, they actually had him. He was like a little red guy, like a bunny rabbit type look. And that's what it was. We're going to be playing this game for a while. I hope we don't run out of time. Shoot him with some darts. That's actually Bebop. So how we're looking good. And this game actually was featured in the movie Wizard, in the 1989 Wizard. This was actually one of the games was in the movie Wizard. It was Teenage Mutant Turtles. You can't be that good in one day like they do in the movies. Because that was kind of different back then in the real world scenario. People will tell you about that crap. They probably would have modified the game in those days. Yes, they could modify almost anything. The April O'Neil. I hate the new Ninja Turtle. Like, these look stupid now. The old ones were better. This is easy, because this is what I like about Donatello. The stick is actually hits him pretty good. This will do it. That's what he's doing. Because Ninja Turtle was actually, we were big Ninja Turtle type fans in those days. The Y generations and Z generations. Not what the early Y generations were, but the ones that were born in 1981. And those people who were born in during the 80s. Some were the Y generation. I am the Z generation. There we go. Because the new Ninja Turtle actually ruins the fun of it. It doesn't give you like what it is. Now it gives you full health. But most guys, like if you were a millennium playing this game, they'd be really confused as hell with this game, but they don't know about everything. These games don't die in this world, they're still the same original. But until like the Super NES came along, it was the greatest game. It had like 16-bit graphics and everything. The only game I like out of it was, I did play Super Mario Brothers World, Super Mario World and all that stuff. That was a different game. But there's actually when you get to the bridge in this game, you have to disable time bombs in the game. That's what they do. Those fire guns, you can get them. And you get that. That gives you a turtle back, I think you do. I'm glad there's no timers in this game. Oh, this gives you the ninja kick. The frog killed him. There we go. Now I can get on out of here. Ninja Turtle was actually easy, and there was actually the arcade version of one. Oh, boy the frog. I'm gonna try to get wolves. I shot that and they can kill you fast. Those things can run you over if you don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna try to get over here so he doesn't get me. This will get you to his other side. These little UFO things in there. Oh, we're doing a video, we're pretty good. Oh, this frog is gonna die. Try to kill him. You can sit up there, he won't jump at you. See, that's how you corner these things up. They're not hard to do. There's a lot of games you need to own a lot. And I just run through them. Those things are little eyeballs. They shoot a little something out of them. This game is so easy. Yeah, I think anybody can beat this game. It's not a bad game. If you're smart enough in this game, you can play. Wait, I came out of the sewer from there. Oh, you gotta go in this little house here. Oh, these guys, I remember them. These are always the hardest part of the game. These are much harder than what you have. They get harder as they go. But it's no big deal. This game is great. See, I'm trying to get to the part of the bomb, the level where I got that part far what this game was. See, that's how you avoid them. You gotta do some good techniques in this game. I gotta kill him too. He's easy to do. You just have to play around. They don't shoot. I have done worse bosses in this game. But it's not that hard. We're gonna try another game in a minute. You can always continue, but I'm not gonna play that crap. So, yeah, you can do Ninja Turtles no problem. You can beat it one day if you do take the time in it. Yeah, the problem with these things, it's just not. This game I actually really did own this game years ago, and I actually did own this game back in 1990 when I first bought this game. Yeah, this is actually a game called Aztec. Aztec, that's what it is. It's an adventure game. And I actually bought this game, had this game in 1990 when I first had it when I was 9 years old. This game, I was trying to figure out how to beat this game. I've seen this one on GamePro years ago, back in those days when I was 9, 10 years old. But GamePros actually used to lie about a lot about the cheat codes. Some were, some were not. This game I actually really own. But the ones I actually own was Aztec, Skate or Die, Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2 and 3, Game Boy, I think it was like City, there was something called City something that was. Back then, they didn't have translators and those things, that's how they wrote this game. Yeah, I actually got this game when this game came out. Probably it was during 1990, but I got it in 1990 during that time. I'm not gonna look at these animations, everybody knows that. This game I actually know, but it actually plays really good on this controller. This is the Hyperkin, but it still looks good on some of the stuff. Not always get you that way. You gotta watch out things like that. I used to know that. You gotta hit them right there. But it's not bad. These games still run forever. I want to wait till this guy comes up, hit him. This won't get you. Got him, whoa, back up. Yeah, that gets you a lot of times. Oh, yeah. This game I never beat back then, but pay attention to everything in the game. Oh, we're looking good. This game has been kind of bored. It's like Castlevania type game, but this is a very good adventure game. But they do make a Beetlejuice game too. Pretty good. But the retro console works really good. I actually like it. It's like getting life back with a Nintendo system. If you have a 30-year-old system that doesn't work, this actually works good with it. Dang, I gotta learn how to do this better. But don't worry about that. We're gonna change it out and do it again. So we're playing a game called Skater Die. This game I actually did on the Commodore 64 and also on the Nintendo system too. This is actually an old school classic game. This is before Tony Hawk ever came out in life. So this game, we're playing Skater Die. Let me go with the little guy. looking good. I actually play this one. Goofy Foot. So, here we go. Here's the race one. This one is actually really good. High jump is actually one of the hardest ones you can't do. I always go with Goofy Foot because then press the up arrow when you fly down this way.